weekly Dama news from Kendertainment. I'm your host, MJ, accompanied by my side co-host, KW, my cat. What up, Toms? She just did. All right, what's up, everyone? Thanks for joining a weekly roundup of what has been happening in the kendama sphere. This wooden ball and cup that we all love. Sometimes you get plastic ones and electronic ones with different types of lights and doohickeys in there. But hey, we're going to be talking about all that good stuff in today's weekly Dama news, about 1 hour recap. And during this news, I have only a few articles saved, things that we're going to be talking about on my end. But of course, weekly Dama news is a communal thing. So I'm not the only anchor here. We're all Dama nerds. We're all in it together. So if you have anything that you want me to talk about, definitely let me know in the comments. Different types of news, something I forgot, something I made a mistake with. That's why Dama news, I think, is awesome. I want to create it as like a community thing. So thanks for joining right now. If you're joining with me, it's for people celebrating the 4th in America. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Don't blow off your fingers. Be careful with that shit. When I was growing up, in Connecticut, fireworks were illegal. We had to go to like Chinatown in the city to be able to pick up any kind of fireworks. And even at that time, I was like, I didn't really care for it so much. I remember my older cousins going and dabbling in the fine art of gunpowder. But yeah, be careful out there. Be careful. Already one question awesome in there. Yes. If you are new here, or maybe you're not, we do Q&A at the end of the weekly Dama news. So after I finish up all the articles, all of our chit chats about this stuff, we do our Q&A. So you are able to ask me any kind of question right here. So let me know if you got a question. Bam, put it right in there. And hey, even if you can't hang out till the end of the live stream, I post this up as a podcast later on in this week, as well as a YouTube video. So you can go back and check out me answering your question. All right. So thanks for joining. We're going to jump right into it. I'm going to pull up my save posts from this past week, things that I've caught. And yeah, let's go, I guess, right into the festive holiday over in North America. Independence Day, they made 2 movies about aliens coming to Americas. And then maybe there was a few other like actual Independence Day. But man, we've grown so far from the Independence Day of maybe like what it was. Like, I wonder what like the 5th Independence Day was actually like, compared to however many, what was it, like 17 something that it happened, 1776? I kind of looked it up recently, but it's a long time ago. So now it's just like hot dogs, hamburgers, whatever, barbecues, pools, hanging out with your friends, beer, whatever you're experiencing right now. It's funny because living in Japan for over like 15 years now, you forget about a lot of the American traits, the American holidays and stuff. So this is one that actually people had to remind me like, oh, 4th of July. I was like, oh yeah, that's okay. It happened. Yeah. Okay. Any case, connecting with it. Happy 4th of July sale. You guys got an email. If you're not on the mailing list of your favorite brands, or even not your favorite, just all the brands, why not get on their mailing list, go to their websites, put in your email address, because they'll let you know when sales are coming about. So I think even before I saw this post on Instagram for the Kendama USA 4th of July sale, I saw a little spam mail come through about this sale that's happening. Hey, up to 35% off on all of your probably tributes. I didn't see the website, but probably your tributes, bolt right through that side of those, so you have no more problems of it coming loose. Even though I had a few that were like loose, but it was stuck in there. It was loose, but it just a slight jiggle, but still it didn't go down on the sword. And then what else? Your Ozoras maybe are on the sale side of it. So up to 35% off on the Kendama USA site right now until July 5th. So if that is the beginning of July 5th or the end of July 5th, I don't know. But for me, I've always had that issue of like, so does that mean it finishes at the end of the 5th or at the beginning of that day? You know what I'm saying? Yes. Crafts on sale today too. So go check out Kendama USA. Maybe you were looking at something, you're eyeballing something, but you didn't have the funds at the time, or maybe you're like, man, it's a little bit of a stretch. Maybe I'll wait. And hey, now's your time. Because like I say many times here on the Dama News, is that you just wait it out. If you wait it out long enough, a sale comes around the corner. Almost every month or every other month, there's a sale, guys. So if there's any like national holiday that's coming up, Easter, something, you're not even Christian, nobody cares. There's going to be a sale probably. It's going to happen. And so here you go. Happy 4th of July. Sale is happening right now. 12 more hours to go. And another thing, so that's that. And I didn't even see any other brands put up sale for 4th of July. So maybe it's just Kusa. Hey, it makes sense. You know, what's the brand name? What's the company's name? Kendama USA. All right. So of course, it's got to be like mandatory for Kendama USA to have any kind of like Veterans Day, Independence Day, I don't know, George Washington's birthday, like have a sale for something that is connected directly with the United States of America. Because that's what it is. It's not Kendama USA. It's Kendama United States of America. If you think about it. All right, so on to what Muscles83 said in the chat. You only have 12 more hours until the end of this sale. There's only about like 2 days left for something else. You guys know what I'm talking about? You only have 2 more days to get Bonz's ass up to first place, or I'm not even sure. He's at 5th place right now to be skate park hero to hang out with Tony Hawk. If he gets selected, if we push him, and what was it, like a few weeks ago, where's the save post that Chrome posted, you had Skaggs talking about it, and at that time, he was in 1st place. Sadly, I didn't save it? Sadly, he's down now at like 5th place, excuse the coughing, and I'm trying to look it over in the computer. Oh, shit. And not only can you get him to hang out with Tony Hawk, and you know, of course he's gonna bring a kendama and have Tony Hawk session. Maybe it'll recall memories of Tony Hawk opening up the Bray, the champ mod from Kendama United States of America, and looking at the message that Bray had written for him. You know, that was a big event for the kendama community. See this massive legend, Tony Hawk, who came from same kind of underground street rat type of extreme outsider sport, where it's the same kind of vibe, where it's like these kids who didn't click, who didn't just become a part of these other cliques, I would say, around their times and their generations of being, you know, into sports, basketball, baseball, whatever have you, all those, and to find something different that really, you know, made them excited. So here it is for us now. You saw Tony Hawk with the Bray mod, and now he has a chance to skate with Bonz Hawk, aka Corbin Stafford, because now we know, if you didn't know his name, that there's his true alias name, you know. It's kind of like Clark Kent. It's a shitty, just, you know, take off the glasses and it's like, oh, how did anybody not notice? Kind of that vibe. But Corbin Stafford is in it. Quarter semifinal. Oh, I found it. Quarterfinals right now. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people in the running. Mr. Stafford, Corbin, should we just call him Corbin now? Corbin, aka Bonz, is in 5th place to be the skate park hero, to skate with Tony Hawk. Not only would it just like solidify more of kendama as not being just a shitty yo-yo, but other people outside of the community will be able to see it even more. You know, there's probably plenty of people who see it in the extreme sports world. You know, Sweets are doing amazing things with the Sweets mob, getting kendamas into other people who are passionate about kendama in the other variants of extreme sports out there, and having other people see it, notice it, getting their eyes on it, right? Now, I see like Swedes, of course, always doing an amazing job, marketing, getting kendamas in front of other people's faces. Doing amazing. They just had that Subtronics kendama that went out, crazily designed, like such awesome design. And there's so many people in the EDM world who are getting into kendama. But when we look at like extreme sports, you're looking at skateboarding, BMX, if it's park or like flatland, and what I missed? Scootering, scooters, scoots, kickers. They have their own extreme sport, right? They have their fix of what's awesome and what they do in their free time. But the kendama is like the supplement to it, where many people like us who are into kendama, we maybe have some background connected with it. I know me personally, I was hard into skateboarding. That was the first thing I got into in elementary school. I remember I had to go to the principal's office because I brought a skateboard to school in elementary school. I forgot, I was like fourth or fifth grade. Any case, skateboarding was a big thing in my life when I was growing up in my youth, right? And then recently, you get older and stuff. And when you try to skate again, you take a spill. I remember personally like going out with some friends and be like, yeah, let's try this skateboard thing again. Went down to the ground. Not that bad, but my body was like, oh, you got to sit down you need a break for like an hour, bro. So it's a tough thing. And, you got to wait for good weather environments and whatnot. So kendama, when I found it, like, I was just like, yeah, this is awesome because I'm able to play this thing that gives me the same like endorphins, dopamines from doing skateboarding. But now it's a lot safer. I can do it anywhere, inside, outside. And it has the same like communal just connection with people who also share that same passion for the toy. So having Corbin Stafford, Bonz Atron, connect with Tony Hawk would be ridiculously amazing. And just to put the cherry on top, whoever wins, I was like looking at the website again, they get $10,000 plus they get to see Tony Hawk. All right. I think you should get to see Tony Hawk and then it should say plus $10,000. But there it is. The top number one of skaters in the competition. Who will meet the legendary pro skateboarder Tony Hawk and bag? Yeah, it is. It says right there. Yeah, you meet Tony Hawk and you bag the 10K. And take the title of the Tony Hawk's Skate Park Hero. Voting for the semifinalists ends Thursday, July 6th, everyone. You are able to go to the website. I think you can sign in through Facebook really easily because that's the one shitty thing about the whole thing. Like, if you have to put in extra information, I feel like, I don't know about everyone else, but for me, that's always like a kind of like a killer to be able to do something, to like sign up, to vote for something. But here it's like, if you got a Facebook account, which I think a lot of these like types of websites are now, like there's connected to like your Gmail, connected to whatever social media account that you have. So it is easier for you to sign in, and then you just, give all your personal information away and say, I agree. But you can sign in. You can vote every day, which is now very limited. We have only 2 days left, guys. So go when this is finished, or go right now. You can come back. I'll be here. Skate Park Hero, Tony Hawk. You go to Bonz Atron's Instagram account and click on the link, and it'll take you to his voting page. So go and vote for his ass because we need him. We need him there. Because who else do we have? Currently in first, Julian Gibson. All right. What do you love about skateboard? The freedom community comes along with it. I've been hooked since he was 8 years old. What's your favorite trick? Okay. Now, this isn't something that I feel like a lot of the other skateboarders have running for them. They're like full-on skateboarders. But at the same time, like, that's the extra flavor, spice that Bonz has. All right? I mean, who knows? Like, yeah, it doesn't really go into like depth of personal people individually. Johnny Rosalius is in second, but they're all like skateboarders. You know, they're all skating, except for Johnny. Oh, no, not all of them. Okay, yeah. But come on, Corbin's still doing with a kendama. It would be amazing. You would love it. I would love it. We all would love it. It would be headline news. Tony Hawk, Corbin Stafford. He's going to have to explain that everybody calls me Bonz. But it's like, but on the paper, you're Corbin, right? It's like, yes. Dallas? No. Bonz, actually. So go do that. You must do that. Other areas of this whole weekly Dama news we got. Okay, so that was that. And that's the other deadline. We have Kusa deadline, only a few more hours until the sale finishes, and then the bigger deadline that we all should be more active about, because it doesn't cost us anything, just our personal information and our friends' personal information. Skate Park Hero, get Bonz to see Tony Hawk. We need to. If we say our community is like the best because we come together, help each other out, and give each other support, this is like a major time that we need that to happen. Needed to happen. Okay, so, and new things. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys know Elko Kendama was a video on. Oh, okay. Snarkle Rocks picked up Elijah, which is Elko, and he's a part of now the Snarkle flock. Okay, they're birds. Didn't know that. Snarkle is related to birds, which makes sense because now that I look at their little icon on their Instagram account, it's a duck. It's a loon, it's a duck with some antlers. So they're birds. He's a part of it. Elijah Molina. Congrats. He has a very interesting little announcement video, 2 minutes, and change on Instagram. I don't know if it's on YouTube. I didn't check. I hope it is, because I'm not going to hold this thing like this for a minute, 2 minutes, because Instagram doesn't let you go vertical anymore. I'm going to hold like this in something that's supposed to be horizontal, but in a vertical item, device. No way. Get it on. Oh, let me just see. Is it on YouTube? It doesn't say, but there's some interesting information about the Snarkle flock, these birds that we know about. Okay, so let's just go into, they're different than usual kendama, sorry for the coughing, for the usual kendama company, and they're hoping to build a new kind of team. Right now, just to say at the beginning, before I get into it, because I haven't even read this, one of the best out there right now in kendama who has a different type of team. Anybody in the chat? Who am I talking about? Who in kendama has a different style, a different kind of team out there? You gotta be quick, or people are just like listening. 4, 3, 2. Deal with it. Totally. Massive hats off to Deal With It from in the get-go, back in the day. Picking up people who are amazing kendama players. At the same time, majority have just amazing flavor. Bringing something totally different to the kendama world. Deal with it. Okay, but let's read into Snarkle and see what their kind of style of team is going to be. Okay, so it says, being Snarkle flock means flocks fly together. We support each other through each of our life endeavors. Everything. Anything you want to do. You got athlete's foot again? Dude, I got you. Next one. Be brave. We empower each other to constantly learn, stumble, and grow. Okay. Again, support each other. Community over competition. Together, we all achieve more. Together. There's no I in team kind of vibes, right? We are thrilled to support and celebrate other companies and players. Okay, so far, pretty much, different types of being a team. What's the word I'm looking for? Different ethos. I'm using that word. Of other players and other teams within the kendama community, I feel. And last one, share the snark. A snack? We embrace the differences that make us individual and unique. We encourage each person to be themselves and share their enthusiasm and joy to the world. Okay. So I would say that that's not such a big different kind of style of kendama team. That is one that all the teams have in individual, like all the teams, no one's really, from what I've heard personally, of course, there's a lot of newer teams, smaller teams that are on the rise and stuff, ones that we'll be getting into. But from what I've seen, what I've talked with players, when I've talked to company owners as well, a lot of them are very relaxed about the whole like playing other people's, other companies' setups and like, you know, to support wearing, you know, outfits, apparel, that's what I'm looking for, apparel of other teams and stuff. Like, yeah, whatever, do it. So yes, the concept, that's what it's, I guess, about. And just like, I guess really putting it out there and explaining that to everyone. So that's really cool because I feel like this is something that, yeah, maybe I know, but maybe not everybody knows that this is a kind of way of thinking that a lot of companies have with their players and with their teams. It's like, it's usually relaxed. It's usually, yeah, supporting each other, helping each other out with growing, supporting the community, helping everyone, not just like going to win competitions. You're there to also like, I don't know, host events and stuff and be like not the mascot. You're like the brand almost. If you are going in your area to a smaller gym, like, okay, you represent this company now kind of thing. And to share the snark, which means embrace the differences that make us individual and unique. That, the word, almost right for anyone, you know, Smurf generation, it just reminds me of the Smurfs. Share the snark. It's like, share the Smurf. It's like, what exactly are they talking about? Oh, you didn't Smurf a Smurf yet? No, I didn't snark a snark just yet. But there you go. Congrats on that. And funny enough, now that I'm looking back on it, I remember I saw a video from Elko Kendama from Elijah, how he had a video that went out that's like, why I will never be a sponsored kendama player. Hey, never say never. On to the next one. This is something Brett showed me. Odd 13 Brewing. What is that? Okay, it's a bunch of kendamas. Yeah, you see kendamas. What's in the middle? A beer, bro. Who's that in the middle? Who's that? I don't even know who that is. Who's that? Anders, the singer of In Flames? I mean, could be. I didn't know he sessioned kendama. In case you missed the beer release yesterday, we got plenty of bros to go around. Odd 13 Brewing. Beers for your taste buds, story for your imaginations from Colorado. All right, has released a kendama beer. Let us look more into it. Okay, oh, actually I lost it. No, here, oh, look at this. Here's another one. Ooh, we got Croms. We got Sweetses. I don't know, some okay. What is that? Some that looks like a Jet, maybe Kusa, solid color. You know, 2014 Damas right there. Oh, is that is that a Gur? That could be a Gur painted Dama right there. Okay, so come on, no information. What's the palette? What does it taste like? Kendama bros. Oh, they're the bros. I guess they're brothers who play kendama, and that's not Anders. Kendama is an ancient Japanese skill toy requiring focus, precision, creativity, and lots of practice. Two of our favorite bar staff are avid kendama players, so we decided to pay homage to the traditional toy with a brand new beer, Kendama Bros. A bright and juicy West Coast with mango and lime to help unlock your flow state this summer. Bright and juicy West Coast. I thought like I knew about beer, but I guess I don't, because what's a West Coast? You have to specify the different flavors of how the West Coast makes and the East Coast makes beer now? I thought USA was just all about like IPAs, like down the board, but any case, with mango and lime. I would love to try that. I would love to test that out. How many Kendama Bros beers do you have to drink before your flow state really comes out? And there you go. You even got like a nice little sesh of them. There's a vid. Here you go. Pop in jugs. Oh, okay. Please, just having fun in the brewery. Getting extra coins. I'm sure Sweets was happy with those coins. Yeah, well, look at that hair. Yeah, Anders. So that's cool. It's all in the knees. So these dudes know what it's about. It's all in the knees. That's what they say. That's a quote in here. West Coast style IPA. There you go. Brewed with mango and lime. You have to get some. This should be the beer that, or this could be like a good idea for like, who's going to be the beer of this event? You get Kendama Bros beer. Who's sponsoring? Kendama Bros, Odd 13 Brewing Company. If you guys have ever seen any other kinds of Kendama themed beers, let me know, because that is awesome. It just connects as well to the whole idea of not Kendama being just a kid's toy, something that even us adults can get into, the older generations can still have fun with, because as the generation who grew up with like Ninja Turtles and like Power Rangers and shit, like walking around with Game Boys, like we're just playful, I feel. Overall, you think about, I'm getting on a weird tangent. You think about like Halloween, and when we were growing up doing Halloween, like, yeah, I guess our the parents were dressing up and stuff, but they were like going out. It's not like how it is now, where us generation who grew up with it, who loved it, and it was like a big event. Now you see there's so many bars, so many events, like big adult style things for Halloween. So it's just connecting. Yeah, again, Kendama is not just for kids, unless you give your kids beer, which I do not recommend. But there you go. That happened. What else happened? Oh, hey, we're talking about Kusa again. Yeah, they released a few new... Oh, hold on. Okay, so yeah, Kusa, yeah, quickly. Kaizen Sunrise Stripes. Oh, is this a collab with Sunrise? No, it's not, MJ. They're called Sunrise Stripes. I guess because it could be like, visual representation of a sunrise that's happening right there. I really like the actual pad print, this line, these colored lines on the cans. I think, not a fan of that colorway. These are classic colorways that they've had in the past. This is probably the dopest one for me. Don't like that one. That one, yeah, a classic in Kusa. But jet shape, weight match within 7 grams. So, okay, yeah. Maple Ken Cherry Tama, new Kaizen bags. Okay. Do we care about the bags? They're nice. They're nice looking bags. Definitely, in the purple, that's a homage to Dave. That's awesome. They're all perp. Dave. Extra string bearing silk and super stick available now. One thing that I forgot so that's really dope. And I think there is actually like a patent print, a colored design, just like a dot on the base cup as well. Cool aesthetic, different look. I saw that because of Mags and his crazy lunar line he did. Really cool. But one thing that I forgot to mention from last week was California Kendama Cup, the Surf's Up Cup. It's my nickname I'm giving it. You saw somebody making waves. If you didn't see somebody making waves, you got to go back, look at those pictures, because TJ Mofo Kolsnik was at that event. He was there. He is the OG now. Of course, we had Kenyatta there repping it for the OGs as well. But to see TJ, I think just like a week prior, he released one clip quickly saying like he still got it and he still totally does, like ripping the line. And sounds like he's doing drugs, ripping the line. And he came to an event. Amazing. Something that is still, we know, and we've seen with many of me and Rod's talks on Dama Nerds with some of the older Kendama heads who have in a way graduated or moved on past their kendama careers, that they still have kendamas. They still have love and passion for kendama because that is something that is just connected so tightly with how they grew up. So it's awesome to see. Amazing. So TJ, awesome to see people seeing back at the events. So great. All right, what else we got? We have, so talking about events, stuff that's happened. New England kendama competition happened this past weekend. Hopefully, if anyone was there, not sure. There wasn't too many posts from the neck account on Instagram. You see a few clips here and there that people, when they tag them, but not sure about exactly how it happened. There was camping stuff. It was multiple days. Super awesome to see. But there were a few announcements of people in the area with companies in that area picking up new team members. One big one is New Lace Kendama right here. Bap. Brent, I can't read that backwards. Duffy is New Lace Kendama. There you go. Picking up a new face to be a part of the team. Brent's announcement, edit, you can watch on YouTube, the New Lace Kendama YouTube channel. I didn't go see it. Watch it, which we can. It's amazing. You know, it's so cool how we can see all this stuff for free. I remember when I was growing up skateboarding, you'd have to go to the skate shop to watch new vids or actually pick up and purchase a VHS. But now, hey, we just got YouTube and everyone's just posting stuff there. I should go see it, you know. Go watch it. It's all. Any case, awesome. Congrats, Brett Duffy. New Lace getting bigger, setting more people up to, embrace the laced. Another one in that area of the Northeast, we have Occult Kendamas also in that area, picking up a new person. Hey, Mike. Yeah, Mike. Not hey, Mike. Yeah, Mike. Video creator, your friendly neighborhood buffoon, skater, vlogger, competitor, Occult Kendamas. Hey, and kendama since 2020. For anyone out there who'd want to be a sponsored player in some way, don't feel like you have to be in the game for such a long time to be able to play. Because there's no roadmap exactly to get you to become sponsored. So, as you see, Mike has become sponsored. And I'm sure it just goes to like his connection with the area, with the locals, with the community around his area. And that is such a big thing, to just be connected. So if you're out there, you want to be a sponsored player, like connect with that brand, that team that you want to be a part of. If it's at like events or something, if it's just like repping their stuff, like tagging their stuff, don't go overboard. You don't want to seem like too thirsty, right? But that's one way to do it. And so it seems like the people in this area, in this community, are able to find a nice spot, connect with the companies and the brands over there to just, hey, build each other together. You know, the snark, they can snark each other, you know? They snark while they snark. All right. Another one. Talking about OG. Oh, there's some OG. There's a few OG stuff in here. And then there's a raffle. And then there's an amazing piece of content from Japan. And then we're going to do questions and answers. So we got one question right now. If you have anything in your mind that you want to ask me, use the question tool down there. Okay. Alex can't spike, but can he? You know, I think he's a bit of a liar because Mofo can spike. He should stop saying he can't spike. You know, positive energy, as the Steak Master says, you can spike, Alex, because look at this. He's taking beautifully beveled enough. You got enough space on there. An old Kenko, he's taken out of the box or wherever he had it from, and just ripping on it just to show off, just to let you know I can't spike. But yes, Alex, you can. Really awesome to see. I feel like it would be really cool to get more of these old school, like, okay, maybe I should start something. You know how like we got 28 tricks later, We got Stinktober in October. We got Natty November. I feel like we need a Know Your Roots like week or month or something, where you go, you get an old kendama that's collecting dust. All those. Most of those, yeah. And you play with it for a week or for a month. Like, I feel like that should be a challenge. To get everyone back into it, to understand, appreciate the evolution of it, because it's still so close, right? Of course, we can look at like different types, any kind of sport. There's so much evolution that's happened. But just to try it out, that's what I'm saying, make me feel like a week, just to try it out and give some respect. And then go and watch old edits and think about the shit that people were pulling off on an old school Dama shape in those older edits. You'll have a lot more appreciation for it, I believe. I mean, OG October sounds good, but there's already so much stuff happening in October. Well, I'd have to find something else, because you got Stinktober. For any like illustrators, you got Inktober. I'm like, it's like, oh my gosh. When I was doing both of those, I was drained so much, so hard. So we'll think of something, but I think this is a good challenge that we can get people on, because I got into kendama back in the day, and I still have ridiculous amounts of old school kendamas, which are, I'm just haven't touched in a while, but they can still play. Just like Alex can spike, we can too. Another heralding back to the old OG days, I think, kendama has finally reached new rounds. The evolution of technology has caught up with this old analog ball and cup, with Sweets making this AI video. They must have gone through whatever kind of AI video feed and to make this happen, because you have perfect illusions of Max, Snorks, and Nui, old school from Hawaii, wearing the same exact clothing. I mean, who in their right mind would do this? So it's got to be AI, and doing the same tricks. I mean, even so that's another one that we should all look at and appreciate. The AI-ness. Maybe Cody Gers pulled that off in the AI's forum. So went down. All right. Other things that you should be aware of if you like kendamas, and we all do, especially if you're someone who appreciates the details, the craftsmanship of kendamas. Shard Kendama is doing a giveaway that is open until August 1st. So we have a few weeks, this whole month, we have to blow up this one post, get this amazing Ken that they've created. Was there more detail of what it was? It was ash and, what was it? Ash and like pine, a type of pine. I forgot what it was exactly, but of course, Purple Heart right up there and going down the sword as well. But then spliced, look at that, spliced ash and something with an S. I think it was like something with an S, but some sort of pine. But yeah, giveaways happening. You want to know what you got to do? Classic giveaway stuff. You follow their account, you like the post, tag 3 friends, repost it in your stories, unlimited entries, which is amazing because it went up 12 hours ago. Does it say how many people have commented on it? Maybe not yet. There's maybe 200 people who have commented on it, but unlimited entries. So you're just tagging your friends. All your friends are going to hate you. Tagging them so many times. Do you have to tag 3 new friends every time? Or can it be the same 3 friends? And that's when it goes back to that post that I made. I talked about deep ago, Weekly Dama News, where you need to contact 3 of your best Dama buds and be like, hey, we're going to be okay with tagging each other in every kind of giveaway raffle that happens, because there's many times I find myself people tagging like Dama nerds. I'm like, no. I think it says tag 3 friends. Yes, we're buddies, but I mean, have we lost the meaning of friends? Maybe because the word fam is thrown around a lot. Maybe the meaning is kind of diluted itself a little bit. But in any case, I'm suggesting you make 3 friends, 2 other people, and be like, hey, or 3 other people, and I'm gonna be using your name on everything that I got. Any case, that's something you can do. You have unlimited entries until next month. Shard Dama, out of Italy, guys, straight out of Italy, hand turned. Okay, hand turned. What do you at least spend like $90, $100 least on this thing? So that's what you got to do. Or yes, like X-Large. I think this is the same thing that happened at X-Large. You made that same exact comment. You tag me. Don't tag me. All right, Cypress. There, it says right there. It's Ash and Cypress. Split wood right there. Cypress, man. Cypress Hill. That's all I can think about. Okay, and the final post before we go into the Q&A, everyone. Final post. Here it is, straight out of Japan. Oh my gosh, Saori Yoshida pulling 5 cups. If anyone's into like old Olympic Greco-Roman, I don't know if is that Greco-Roman wrestling in the Olympics? Probably. She is a monster when it comes to the Japan team and women's in her weight. What's it called? Ranking? Weight class. She's retired because she would take gold in the past, I don't know, like how many, like 4 Olympics or something, which is ridiculous because Olympics happen every 4 years. So she's retired completely, but still a very popular face, very well known in Japan and in the athletic world. And to see her on her recent posts, like pull up a 5 cup. Have you guys tried this thing? I know it's like $100 to get one of them, but if you've ever jammed with, I think Josh Flowgrove's got one. There might be a few other people who have it. Maybe at an event, some companies might bring it or somebody brings it to mess around with. If you've applied the 5 cup, if you've tried maybe the 10 cup, the 5 cup is definitely, of course, a little easier, but still not the easiest. That's not first tee. But awesome to see because, again, hey, getting people into kendama. Granted, in Japan, everybody knows about kendama, but maybe they don't know about 5 cup. All right? Awesome to see. Cypress is weatherproof, so you can leave it in the rain. I did not know. Is this true? Other wood heads out there. Cypress, is that weatherproof? And there's got to be a point where it maxes out. Without any kind of like coating or anything, that's amazing. All right, everyone. Bam. There we go. That's it for weekly Dama news this week. We're going to go into our Q&A right now and answer some questions. Before we get into that, hey, just let everyone know, weekly Dama news, part of Kendertainment. I got a YouTube channel, Kendertainment YouTube channel. I'm 5 subscribers away from getting 1,000 subscribers. I'm like on the edge. Like my brain, every time I see it, I'm like, oh God, it's like such a clean number 5. It's going to annoy me even more when it's at like 8. But I'm like, I'm so close. It's so close just to be a nice, solid, round number. If you're not subscribed to the Kendertainment YouTube channel, go and subscribe. I got a lot of videos that I have ideas for. Lots of new stuff is going to be coming out of Kendertainment's YouTube channel. So go check it out. Subscribe. Be awesome. Great way to support me and the things I'm doing over there. So thank you so much. Weather resistant, used for deck furniture. Cypress. There you go. As well as, hey, other piece of news. If you've been following Rod on his adventures through Europe after EKC, he's been all over the place and he has just landed in the motherland of kendama. He's in Japan right now. got scheduled to rendezvous with him next week. We might be doing some lives. We're definitely going to be recording some stuff. So be on the lookout because there might be something happening. You might be getting some fresh Dama stuff. Me and Rod in real IRL Dama nerds, you know? So be on the lookout for that. That's a little extra tidbit of news information for everyone right now. Okay, going into the Q&A, there's only one in there. Anyone else, if you have a question, let's hit it up. If not, then we'll just be wrapping this week's episode up at the end of this. So, question from X Large. Kusa Kendama, United States of America, has new craft hickory. Have you tried American hickory? No. I don't have any American hickory in my collection. Oh, wait. Yeah, I do. Oh, shit. Yeah, I do. Here we go. This is American hickory right here. This is Sulab, Sink Kendamas. They're sinks when they were making out of the RWB factory, you know, who used to make all of the grain theory kendamas that has now disbanded and is now just run by Chewbacca pretty much. Orion over in the Peachland in Atlanta creating crafts and stuff. So I'm assuming the same sourcing material woods, maybe, I mean, it was a long time ago, that they used to make this Sulab sink created in the US, RWB crafted, Tama and Ken. This is a hickory Ken with a ash Tama. Look at that bed. Look at that spike. So long, thin, crispy edges we see right there on that bad boy. All right, this is the old school sink shape as they were evolving, as they were getting into this stall game and like being one of the smaller brands, I guess, to move into this territory of boosting up these edges so you could get axes like this and stuff. So yes, to answer the question, I have tried American hickory. This is it right here. Is it heavier compared to other woods? Now, again, you got to think about the size comparison of what a 2014 kendama was like compared to now. So this guy is really thin. Sarado is super tiny. What do I got? Okay, here. I've been messing with Kendama Europe stuff recently. Here's a Kendama Europe. Massive. Big cup to big cup. Ooh, eaten. Okay? Devouring. So the overall weight of this is definitely going to be lighter than what you see for a normal kind of like Ken. If I'm going to, and again, you know, like even the Kens that you get that are the same sizes, depending on what part of the wood that you're getting it from, is going to be different. Depending on like the source wood that they got, if it's like closer to the heartwood, I believe, then it's going to be thicker, more dense. If it's a different part of the wood, then it tends to be a little lighter. This guy feels pretty light. To give you all exact numbers, we're going to say, we can put it on the scale right quickly. 71. And if I'm going to grab a 2014 sized kendama, I should just grab one of these. Okay, so what's common now? Maple? Should I grab? Okay, I'm going to grab a 2014 maple. Because if most people are using maple now, here's the old school Sioux V3, maybe, maple. And it comes in at 73. So, not much of a clear answer for you. It definitely feels heavier. I mean, it doesn't feel heavier. It feels solid. I like the way it feels. Everything stays pretty crispy. Look at that spike. It has not been glued. I don't glue. This is not glued, and it's still pretty nice, pretty pristine. And just the grain looks nice. It's a beautiful match with ash, totally. And yeah, it sounds nice. Oh, come on. MJ. I mean, sounds nice, even when you miss. I mean, doesn't that... Come on, and you get one. At least one. Maple. Come on. There you go. Nice little king. Heavier compared to all woods. Yeah, the new Akusa shapes are big. Jet, Luna shapes. Yeah, massive. I'm guessing the last time I played a craft, yeah, they were big. Like this kendama Europe, like it feels like it's in the way for me just because I'm used to these tiny babies. But it's definitely, yeah. It's on, I don't know. I feel like it would hold up more damage wise, your hickories compared to maples and beeches and stuff. Definitely beech. Maybe like on the side of like a Zebrano, pretty solid, you know. I like it. I enjoy it. Looks good too. It's just a different look to it. It's almost like, yeah, elm or kayaki type. Yeah, but dope. Here we go. Another question in the queue. The jet is huge. Yeah. It could be called the jumbo jet. Next question. Recently started listening to Dama Nerds. Awesome. Have been obsessed. Amazing. Any exclusive sneak peeks of what we can expect in the future? Also, favorite interviews that stick out. Oh, man. Okay, two-parter question. Well, thank you, BJA Dama, for checking out Dama Nerds, for looking back into the catalog, because we have 50-plus episodes talking with the OGs. There's a few episodes, just me and Rod, just nerding out. But exclusive sneak peeks, future episode, it's in the works. It's from a sweets legend who likes beverages. All right, that's all I'm going to say. If you are someone who is supporting on Patreon at the 5 tier and up, you're able to ask questions to all of our guests that we have before we have them on. So you get an email. So anyone who is in that tier supporting on Patreon, then you know who it is. Hopefully you gave me a question because we've already recorded the episode. I'm in the midst of mixing the audio and then going to slap it together to put it out. Hopefully. I'm not going to say anything. I always say like, hopefully this week, but then other shit happens and like, I'm not able to get it out. And I don't want to let you all down, but soon, within this month, definitely. As for favorite interviews that stick out, my God, they're all amazing. They've all been so great to just go back and chat with people. Inspirational, amazing, like different perspective. I would say the Weens episode, the first Weens episode, which was like, I don't know, maybe in the single digits we talked with him. Maybe he was our second guest. Going back and listening to that, awesome. So good. It's always great to hear that man talk and his perspective on kendama. So go listen to that one. And of course, I've said it, I think before in other types of interviews I've done. The interview with Ballard, with Matt Ballard, just because I love when I was really getting into kendama and I discovered the WKT, that was it. That made me like, this is so rad. You see the stuff that's happening, the clips, these types of tricks that are happening. The cinematography was like unparalleled at the time. You had Sander, but for me, I was definitely more of a Ballard guy. You know, it's almost like, oh, for the metalheads out there, it's like, oh, you like Metallica or you like Megadeth? Like, I'm on the Megadeth. Metallica got some nasty riffs, don't get me wrong, but I'm on the Megadeth side of things. Any case, that Ballard episode was so awesome just because that was a time that I could like really ask like so many questions of what it was like creating those videos that I watched before knowing anything about like the community and like the US side of it, because I was in Japan watching it all unfold. So that one has a special place in my nerdy ass heart. And what else? Dude, Albert's episode is really great. Another really unique perspective on kendama and different styles and plays of kendama, if you're focusing on that. I mean, yeah, holy shit. Those are the ones that stick out for me right now. So I'm going to say those, and I'm going to end it there at those. Again, BJA Dama, thanks for tuning in to Dama Nerds. Thanks for tuning in here for weekly Dama News. That's it, everyone. I'm here every week doing live hour streams of what's been happening within the week of kendama, doing Q&As. And then, hey, guess what? If you're jumping in right now, you missed some stuff, don't worry. This is going to be archived here on Instagram, as well as I'm going to scoop these out of here, post them up as a podcast so you can listen to it in all of your audio needs. And then on YouTube as well, so you can scroll through and, if you just want to go to the Q&A at the very end, you can easily do that and still see my mug. So that's it. The news. Oh shit, one more question came in. This is it. T-Daddy Lynch coming in. When you gonna give us an edit? Oh shit. There is footage that has been filmed from last year, from last December, after a catch and flow that happened with my best bud, I should say, and have been busy, so I haven't been able to put that together to cut it up. But that is something that's going to be, hopefully, in the future, coming out. There will be an edit, just blasting through Japan for a day with the camera, with the Damas, and just sending it. That's it. That's it. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. Again, thanks for supporting. Show this more love. Get other people who don't know, who love kendama, don't know what's been happening. Hey, I'm here to help everyone stay connected and to keep that ball and cup gripped firmly in your hands until, your last dying breath clenched in your fists. But that's it. Thanks. Hey, if you want to support even more, jump onto the Patreon on the Kendertainment link. You can find a bunch of different links to take you to different places in YouTube, all this stuff. And there's a Patreon one too. If you'd like to support me, that'd be amazing. I'd love it. For all the people who do right now, love you all. Thank you. That's it. Keep it clean.